Tom Brady gained respect from many on the Netflix popular roast of Tom Brady that was aired last week. It blew up. We had a lot of comedians on it. We had a lot of people hosted by Kevin Hart. It came out. They came at him. And he gained a lot of respect for kind of fighting the Karens, if you will, in the room, and Netflix itself for being a woke organization. And then we had comedians be comedians again, and everyone said comedy's back. And then I lost respect for Tom Brady yesterday. I lost respect for him because we were getting out of it, and then he succumbed to the cancel culture haters and the cancel culture vultures, and then he had to make a fucking apology, homie. Why, Tom Brady, did you do it? And I'm glad to hear my boy Mad Dog Chris Russo call Tom Brady out. And Mad Dog Russo said on his show, he is mad at Tom Brady for apologizing for his roast. Smitty, I want to get your take on why Tom Brady now is apologizing for being on the roast and said he would never do it again and that he put his kids in harm's way and his ex-wife. I call bullshit. I thought he was himself on the show in live person by allowing everyone to eat a shit sandwich. I wanted him to hold that energy, keep that energy, and own it. I am pissed off at Tom Brady, myself, my opinion, because he made a step forward and now he's a fucking coward. And he succumbed to a lot of fucking cancel culture vultures, which you and I argue on the show every day. You got to stand for it, dog, or it'll never change. You can't stand for it on a fucking most watched Netflix show of the year and then turn around and say, oh, I wish I didn't do it. I'm sorry for doing it. I'll never do it again. What? You
called him a coward, though? Did I hear you correctly?
Yeah, I call him a coward, dog. I think he's a coward for stepping backwards and
that's a bold statement, JB. To disagree with somebody is one thing.
Smitty, he's not playing no more, Smitty.
There's shit I disagree with you on, but I ain't gonna label you as that. Just call somebody a coward a little bit.
Smitty, look.
You sure you believe that though? Are you just saying that because you emotional? You think Brady's a coward?
Here's the thing. Let's be clear.
Let's be clear.
Let's be clear. He's not a player no more. So as a player, I would say he stands in there with nuts and guts, has big time poise, balls, all that. He's not a player no more. He is a huge figure in society now. He owns part of the Raiders. He's part of huge businesses. He is now about to be the biggest voice on football, replacing Greg Olsen. He has a $350 million contract on Fox, right?
Yeah, he coming. Yeah, we just announced it yesterday.
All right. Yeah. So now you are now labeled something that you're different. It's not football no more. Let's be clear. He is now.
I hear you, but I think call him a coward because you disagree on his apology is a stretch. It's my opinion. If you believe that, it's cool. Sometimes I think we get going on the show and we say words flip out.
Listen,
maybe we don't.
That's
why I wanted to make sure. I'm you sure you think he is?
Yeah.
And if you do, cool.
Yeah. Listen, I like Tom Brady.
That's why I asked you.
That doesn't mean that I'm not going to say what you are. You took 2 steps forward for America last week, and you brought comedy back. You brought real spit back, and now you backtracked, and you have now said you are apologizing for allowing it to occur, and now you're saying that you put your wife, who cheated on you, homie, in harm's way. Hold on, dog. This broad getting a pass now for cheating on you and putting your family in harm's way, and you did nothing. You were humble about it. You were the bigger man. You stood on your own business. You stayed out of the limelight. You didn't blast her out. You didn't say anything about her cheating with her fucking trainer, and you didn't do anything. You took the high road. Respect. She came out and called you out for doing a show on a fucking Netflix series, but she didn't address the fact she cheated and blasted your family out when she did that. And now you've accepted it and now backtracked and apologized to her. Nah, dog. I find it to be cowardly.
Well, I don't like diving into people's personal relationship because at the end of the day,
but it's out there. It's not personal.
We're only speaking about what the media has told you. At the end of the day, there's so much more. So, as a man who's in a relationship right now, there's so much that goes to a relationship that none of us know, and none of us will be privy to the information. We don't know what Tom Brady was doing or wasn't doing. We don't know what all Giselle was doing or wasn't doing, and only those two people know. And regardless of them divorcing and breaking up, they had a beautiful family for a long time, and they have kids. And you can break with somebody, and it's still a feeling of care and respect for that person, regardless of how it ended, because that's still the mother of his kids. And number one, and number two, there was a point in which you were deeply in love with that person and you was married to that person. So break up or not, there's still some level of care. Number one. Number two, I don't have a problem with what he said, because at the end of the day, he's saying I had no issues when the jokes were about me. He said, I love when the jokes were about me. He said, but he wouldn't do it again because the way it affected his kids. And we don't know what his kids said to him when he went to go talk to him afterwards. How are we going to judge this man on making a comment about his kid? You can shake your head all you want. We don't know what his kids went to him or what's going on in school or what the case may be. Kids can be mean as hell. Some of our worst experiences, or not worst experience, but just most disrespectful experiences that came from being just a kid and growing up and going to school. So ain't no telling what's going on with them or what's happening in school or how they felt. Hearing people say shit about their mom, don't know 13, 14-year-old, whatever, want to be hearing this type of shit about their mother, no matter how y'all feel about it. Trust me, we don't want to hear that. And for it to be coming on the show that your dad did, I'm sure his kids probably feel some type of way about it. As a father, he loves the shit out of his kids. Obviously, he probably like, you know what? I see how it affected them. They spoke to me about it. And this is why he said he'll never do it again. He said, I don't have no problem how the jokes itself or how they came at me. But again, it's a roast. He didn't know every single joke. He didn't probably know none of the jokes coming in. He just went in there, sat down, and boom. And you can see by his facial expression sometimes when you watch the actual show, he kind of caught by surprise on some of them jokes. And again, JB, I don't know if you actually watched it yet. I watched the first hour and a half of it. I know you watched clips. They were taking shots at shots at his wife. Constantly. It was like, damn. So he's looking back at it now. He's probably like, damn, that probably wasn't the best move for this reason. I don't think he's being soft. He's not a coward. It ain't none of that. Just because people disagree, that don't make them a coward. That don't make them a soft. They don't make them this. This is just a father who has two young boys who are dealing with one of the biggest stars of all time as their father, and one of the biggest stars of all time, if we're being real, as their mother, who's a big-time model. And this is a public thing they've been dealing with all last year, 2 years long, and now you got to resurface this energy and hear all this back talk about your mother. Yes, that could affect the kids, bro. Come on.
It blows me away that you haven't. I don't know what the word is. Like you don't understand like macro. You only understand micro. Did he agree to do the roast or not? Yes or no?
Yep.
All right. He agreed to do the roast. He knew what the roast was. He's seen multiple roasts on Netflix. He has seen roast, and he has agreed to doing the roast. This is like why I say I don't apologize for what I say. It's because that's who I am. I will never backtrack and apologize for something I said. I will own up to being wrong. I will never apologize for doing it because that's who I am and that's what I did. He did it. That's who he is. He accepted it. He knew what it was, and he fucking did it. And now you've skipped over that whole point and just now said he didn't know what he was doing. Now he's apologizing. He doesn't know what his kids are touching and hitting and blah, blah, blah. It's at school. Then you shouldn't have did it, homie. He shouldn't have did it.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying, baby.
No, he's not.
Have you been perfect? Have you?
No, Smitty, hold on, though. He sure did it when they gave him $20 million, homie. So now he's sorry? He took that $20 million, though.
After effects.
He took that $20 million, homie. He took that $20 million, dog.
Of course he did. But
come on, man. Let's see what that shit, homie. I'm tired of this gray area shit.
Ain't no gray area. You cannot tell me. Nah. You cannot tell me that you made a perfect decision your whole life. You cannot tell me.
It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it.
Motherfucker. So you tell me you ain't made a decision. You can say you ain't made a decision and look back like, damn, I fucked up. I probably shouldn't have did that. You might not say it publicly because you too gangster to say it publicly.
It don't matter.
But internally, you made decisions. We all had. We're like, damn, I probably shouldn't have did that. Come on, bro.
I'm not gonna take your money, homie. See, so you're telling me you're gonna take the money and then do it, and then is he giving the fucking money back?
Hell no, he ain't.
Exactly. See, you motherfuckers all want everything. You want your cake and eat it too. You talk about the fucking two things can be true shit. Bullshit. Can't be true, homie. You can't take the money from the people who fucking defend you and support you and then turn around and shit on them after you've taken their money. That's exactly why he's a coward.
He's not shitting on nobody. He's saying in his personal, he's not shitting on nobody. He's not shitting on Rose. He's not shitting on Netflix. He's not shitting on nobody. He's saying he personally probably wouldn't do it again because of how it affected his kids. Point blank, period. That's simple and plain. What the fuck are y'all making it so much deeper than what it is? He didn't come here and say, we should never do roast again. This is horrible for America. This is disrespectful for the world. We should never do this again. He said, for my household, I probably wouldn't do it again because the way it affected my kids, bro.
Why don't you give the money back and tell Netflix, cancel the fucking thing? Take it off.
It's stupid to do that. That's why.
See, you think you can have both ways, homie? You're literally right now live saying you should have it both ways. You should be able to get the money, shit on the support, and then apologize and everything's okay.
He didn't shit on the support. All he said is he wouldn't do it again.
Everything's
he said he wouldn't do it again.
I know he did. He apologized. He apologized. It's so easy to apologize, Smitty, after you get the money, though. Isn't that ironic? How easy it is to apologize to get your fan base back in tune with you after you took their $20 million.
It's 903, JB.
Isn't that easy?
It's 903, Bailey.
I know. I was finishing my point. It's unbelievable.
903.
I can't wait till Smitty gets a little older and he's gonna be like, "Damn, you're right."